Ladies and the gentlemen, if you want to achieve something extraordinary, the first and most critical step is clarity. Without it, you're like a ship lost at sea, aimlessly drifting, hoping to stumble upon the shore. Clarity is your compass, your roadmap, and your guiding star. It's not just about knowing that you want success or happiness. Those words are vague, and vague goals produce vague results. To unlock your potential and create the life you want, you must define what you're striving for in vivid, specific detail. Start by asking yourself, what do I really want? Don't settle for surface-level answers. Dig deep. If you say, I want to be wealthy, ask yourself why. What does wealth mean to you? Is it the freedom to travel, the ability to provide for your family, or the chance to make a difference in the world? Visualize it. Picture yourself living that life. Where are you? What are you doing? Who are you surrounded by? The more specific and emotionally charged your vision, the more powerful it becomes. Clarity is not just about the destination, it's also about the journey. Once you've identified your ultimate goal, break it down into smaller, actionable steps. If your dream feels overwhelming, it's because you haven't chunked it into manageable pieces. For example, if you want to start your own business, your first step might be researching your market. The second step might be creating a business plan. The third step might be securing funding. Each small win builds momentum and brings you closer to your goal. One of the biggest challenges people face when seeking clarity is fear. Fear clouds your vision and keeps you stuck in indecision. You might be afraid of choosing the wrong path or afraid of admitting what you truly want because it feels unattainable. But here's the truth: indecision is a decision in itself, a decision to stay where you are. Clarity doesn't require perfection, it requires courage. Be willing to commit to a vision, even if it evolves over time. It's better to move forward with an imperfect plan than to stay paralyzed by uncertainty. Another critical aspect of clarity is aligning your goals with your values. If what you want is not in harmony with who you are and what you believe, you'll struggle to maintain motivation. For instance, if you value family but set a goal that requires you to work 80-hour weeks away from your loved ones, you'll experience inner conflict. Take the time to reflect on your values and ensure that your goals honor them. When your goals are aligned with your core beliefs, pursuing them feels natural and fulfilling. Clarity also requires eliminating distractions. In today's world, it's easy to get pulled in 1,000 directions. Social media, endless notifications, and competing demands on your time can blur your focus and drain your energy. If you want to get what you want, you must learn to say no to anything that doesn't serve your vision. This isn't about being rude or unkind, it's about being intentional. Every time you say yes to something unimportant, you're saying no to your dreams. Protect your time and energy like your life depends on it, because it does. To achieve clarity, it's also vital to revisit your vision regularly. Life is dynamic, and as you grow and evolve, your goals may change. That's okay. What matters is staying connected to your purpose and adjusting your path as needed. Schedule regular check-ins with yourself. Ask, am I still moving in the right direction? Does this goal still excite me? Am I making progress? These moments of reflection keep your vision sharp and your motivation high. Lastly, remember that clarity is a skill, not a one-time event. It's something you cultivate over time through introspection, experimentation, and persistence. Don't get discouraged if your vision isn't crystal clear right away. The act of seeking clarity is itself a powerful step forward. As you take action, you'll gain more insights, refine your goals, and deepen your understanding of what truly matters to you. When you have clarity, you're no longer at the mercy of circumstances. You're in control. You know where you're going, why it matters, and what you need to do to get there. This sense of purpose doesn't just guide you, it energizes you. It pulls you out of bed in the morning with excitement, fuels you through challenges, and keeps you focused when distractions arise. Clarity is the foundation for every success story. Without it, you wander. With it, you soar. Your emotional state is the foundation of every action you take and every decision you make. It dictates how you show up in the world, how you interact with others, and how you approach challenges. Think about it. When you feel energized, confident, and focused, you naturally perform at a higher level. But when you're stuck in a state of fear, doubt, or frustration, even the simplest tasks feel overwhelming. If you want to change your life, you must first change your state. The first step to changing your state is understanding the link between your body and your emotions. Your physiology, your posture, your breathing, your movement directly impacts how you feel. If you're slouched over, taking shallow breaths and moving sluggishly, you're sending signals to your brain that you're stressed, tired, or unmotivated. On the other hand, when you stand tall, take deep breaths and move with purpose, you create an instant shift in your energy and mindset. This isn't just theory, it's science. The brain and body are in constant communication, and your physiology has the power to override negative emotions. Try this right now. Stand up, stretch your arms wide, and take a deep breath. Notice how even this small change affects your energy. That's the power of movement. Whenever you feel stuck or unmotivated, use your body as a tool to break free from the funk. Go for a walk, do some jumping jacks, or simply change your posture. These actions may seem small, but they create a ripple effect that can transform your state in seconds. Next, focus plays a critical role in shaping your emotional state. What you focus on grows. If you constantly dwell on problems, setbacks, or fears, you'll amplify those negative emotions. Your brain is wired to follow your attention, so if you're focusing on what's missing, what's wrong, or what could go wrong, your state will reflect that. But here's the good news: you can consciously shift your focus to change your emotional experience. Instead of focusing on problems, focus on solutions. Instead of worrying about what you can't control, focus on what you can. Gratitude is one of the most powerful tools for shifting focus. When you intentionally think about the things you're grateful for, no matter how small, you create a positive emotional state that counteracts fear, anger, and frustration. Start your day by listing 3 things you're grateful for. It might feel simple, but it rewires your brain to seek positivity and abundance. Another powerful tool for changing your state is language. The words you use both in your self-talk and when speaking to others shape your emotional world. If you constantly say, "I'm exhausted, I'm overwhelmed," or "I can't do this," you're reinforcing those feelings. Your words are commands to your brain, and your brain responds accordingly. But if you choose empowering language, you can shift your mindset instantly. Instead of saying, "I'm stuck," try saying, "I'm finding a new way forward." Instead of "I'm stressed," say, "I'm challenged but capable." These subtle shifts in language might feel awkward at first, but they are incredibly powerful. Over time, your brain begins to believe the new narrative, and your state changes to align with it. Emotion is also fueled by meaning, the story you attach to the events in your life. 2 people can experience the same situation and respond in completely different ways based on the meaning they assign to it. If you lose your job, you can see it as a devastating failure or as an opportunity to pursue something better. The event doesn't change, but the meaning you assign to it determines your emotional state and your next steps. To change your state, you must become the author of your stories. Ask yourself, what meaning am I giving this situation? Is it serving me? If not, how can I reframe it? This isn't about ignoring reality or pretending everything is perfect. It's about choosing a perspective that empowers you to take action and move forward. Finally, practice anchoring positive states so you can access them at will. Think about a time when you felt unstoppable. Maybe it was a moment of achievement, joy, or connection. Close your eyes, relive that experience, and notice how it feels in your body. Make this a daily practice. The more you associate with positive states, the easier it becomes to tap into them when you need them most. Changing your state isn't always easy, especially when you're in the middle of a tough situation. But it's a skill you can develop with practice. The more you take control of your body, focus, language, and meaning, the more you'll discover that you have the power to transform any moment and ultimately your life. When it comes to achieving your goals, dreams alone are not enough. No matter how vivid your vision or how compelling your why, nothing will materialize without action. But here's the key: not just any action, massive, focused, and deliberate action. Small, inconsistent efforts may feel safe, but they won't move the needle. If you want extraordinary results, you need to take extraordinary measures. Massive action starts with the decision to commit fully. Most people dabble, they test the waters, hoping for success without fully diving in. But dabbling doesn't work. If you want to achieve something meaningful, you have to burn the boats and commit to making it happen, no matter what. This kind of commitment creates an urgency that propels you forward. It leaves no room for excuses or half-hearted attempts. When you decide that failure is not an option, you unleash a level of energy and determination you didn't know you had. One of the most critical aspects of massive action is consistency. A single giant leap won't take you to your destination. It's a relentless series of daily steps that create real progress. Think about the most successful athletes, entrepreneurs, or artists. They didn't achieve greatness through occasional bursts of effort. They showed up every day, putting in the work, even when it was hard, even when they didn't feel like it. Consistency compounds over time, turning small actions into massive results. Equally important is focus. Massive action isn't about doing everything, it's about doing the right things. Many people confuse being busy with being productive. They fill their days with tasks, but those tasks don't align with their goals. If you want to achieve success, you must prioritize the actions that have the biggest impact. This means identifying your highest leverage activities and dedicating your time and energy to them. It's not about working harder, it's about working smarter. Taking massive action also requires a willingness to embrace discomfort. Growth doesn't happen in your comfort zone. To achieve something you've never had, you must do things you've never done. This means taking risks, facing rejection, and pushing through fear. Yes, it's scary. Yes, it's hard. But every time you step outside your comfort zone, you expand your capacity to achieve more. The discomfort you feel today is the price you pay for the success you'll enjoy tomorrow. Another crucial element of massive action is persistence. The road to success is rarely smooth. You will encounter obstacles, setbacks, and failures along the way. But here's the truth: the people who succeed are not the ones who never fail, they're the ones who refuse to quit. When things get tough, most people retreat. They tell themselves it wasn't meant to be. But you're not most people. When you face a challenge, use it as fuel to push harder. Persistence is the bridge between effort and results. Feedback is also a vital part of the process. Massive action is not about blindly working harder, it's about working smarter. As you take action, pay attention to the results you're getting. If something isn't working, don't be afraid to pivot. Adjust your approach, try new strategies, and learn from every experience. Feedback is not failure, it's information. Use it to refine your actions and get closer to your goal. It's important to set clear benchmarks to measure your progress. Massive action can feel overwhelming if you're not tracking your results. Break your big goal into smaller milestones and celebrate each one along the way. This not only keeps you motivated, but also provides a clear sense of how far you've come. Progress is one of the greatest motivators, and tracking it ensures you stay on course. Another key to massive action is surrounding yourself with the right people. You can't do it alone, and you shouldn't try to. Build a network of mentors, peers, and supporters who challenge and inspire you. Their energy will fuel your own, and their insights will help you navigate obstacles more effectively. At the same time, distance yourself from negativity and distractions. Your environment has a powerful influence on your ability to take action. Finally, massive action requires a mindset of resilience and resourcefulness. There will be moments when it feels like you've hit a wall. In those moments, remember this: there is always a way forward. If one door closes, find another. If the path is blocked, create a new one. Resourcefulness is the ultimate tool for overcoming challenges and sustaining massive action. It's not about what you have, it's about what you're willing to do with what you have. Massive action is the great equalizer. It doesn't matter where you start or what obstacles you face. What matters is how much effort and determination you're willing to put in. Every step you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to your goal. The power of massive action lies in its ability to transform dreams into reality, not through luck, but through consistent, focused, and relentless effort. Failure is not the enemy, it's a powerful teacher. It's easy to view failure as a negative outcome, something to be avoided at all costs. But the reality is that every successful person you admire has experienced failure. The difference lies in how they responded to it. They didn't let failure define them, they let it refine them. If you want to achieve your goals, you must shift your mindset and see failure as an essential part of growth. One of the most common reasons people fear failure is the ego. The ego craves validation and wants to be seen as capable and successful. It's natural to want to be recognized for your talents and achievements, but the pursuit of perfection stifles growth. Fear of failure can make you play it safe, choosing comfort over progress. But the most meaningful achievements often come from pushing beyond what you already know and taking risks. This means accepting that mistakes are a natural part of learning and that there is no shame in trying and failing. When you fail, the most powerful question you can ask yourself is, what did I learn? This question shifts the focus from blame or self-criticism to growth and understanding. Every failure contains valuable lessons, whether they relate to your strategies, your mindset, or your approach. Perhaps a business idea didn't work out because the market wasn't ready for it. Or maybe a relationship didn't last because it taught you what you truly need in a partner. Instead of viewing failures as dead ends, see them as checkpoints that guide you to a better path. Resilience is built through overcoming failure. When you face challenges that test your limits and push you past your comfort zone, you develop strength and grit. It's through these moments that you learn to adapt, pivot, and become resourceful. Each time you bounce back from a setback, you reinforce your ability to handle future obstacles. This resilience becomes a powerful tool that supports you as you pursue bigger and more ambitious goals. One of the most powerful ways to reframe failure is by changing your narrative. Instead of saying, I failed, try saying, I learned. This shift in language reprograms your brain to associate challenges with growth, not shame. It's not about dismissing mistakes or pretending they didn't happen. It's about seeing them in the right context. When you accept that failure is a necessary and beneficial part of the journey, you start to embrace it instead of avoid it. Another important aspect of embracing failure is to separate your identity from your outcomes. When you tie your self-worth to your successes and failures, you create a cycle of emotional highs and lows. Instead, understand that failure does not define who you are. You are not a failure, you are a person who tried and learned. This distinction helps you maintain your confidence and motivation, even when you face setbacks. It's also essential to understand that the fear of failure can be paralyzing, but it's usually unfounded. Most fears are based on imagined worst-case scenarios, not reality. When you take a step back and objectively evaluate what's at stake, you may realize that the consequences of failure are not as catastrophic as you thought. Failure is not a permanent state, it's temporary. And it often comes with the opportunity to try again, this time with more knowledge and experience. Failure teaches you humility. It's easy to get caught up in the illusion of perfection and success, but when you face failure, it reminds you that you are human. This humility allows you to stay grounded and open-minded. It helps you appreciate the small wins, find joy in the process, and remain adaptable. Instead of clinging to a rigid plan or a fixed outcome, you learn to be fluid and responsive, trusting that you are capable of finding a way forward no matter what obstacles arise. Building a culture of failure within yourself means taking more calculated risks. The most successful innovators and pioneers weren't afraid to fail. They were afraid to fail. They were afraid of not trying. Embrace failure by challenging yourself regularly and stepping into the unknown. The more you do this, the more familiar failure becomes and the less power it has over you. You begin to see failure not as a negative experience, but as an essential, even exciting part of your journey. Keep in mind that some failures are not final, they are simply a step in the process. Even when an idea, project, or plan doesn't succeed, it doesn't mean it was a complete waste. It might have laid the groundwork for your next big breakthrough. The most revolutionary ideas often come from multiple iterations of failure. What separates those who achieve from those who don't is the willingness to keep going, learning and growing. Embracing failure as feedback is a mindset shift that transforms the way you approach challenges and setbacks. It shifts the fear of falling short into a hunger for growth. And with that mindset, you don't just survive the difficult moments, you thrive through them, moving forward with newfound wisdom, resilience, and confidence. The environment you surround yourself with plays a crucial role in shaping who you are and what you achieve. You've heard the phrase, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with, but the impact of your environment goes deeper than just the people around you. It includes your physical surroundings, your daily habits, the media you consume, and the energy of the places you choose to spend time in. If you want to achieve significant change and grow, it's essential to understand how your environment influences you and to take intentional steps to shape it in a way that supports your goals. The people in your life are perhaps the most significant part of your environment. The energy, mindset, and beliefs of those around you can either uplift you or drag you down. When you spend time with people who are driven, positive, and supportive, you are more likely to adopt similar attitudes and habits. Their beliefs become your beliefs, their work ethic becomes your standard, and their successes become your inspiration. Conversely, if you are surrounded by negativity, gossip, and self-limiting beliefs, you are more likely to absorb those patterns and find yourself stagnating or even regressing. To elevate your life, be deliberate about who you allow into your inner circle. Seek out mentors who have achieved what you aspire to accomplish and cultivate friendships with people who inspire and challenge you to be your best. This doesn't mean cutting ties with everyone who isn't perfect, but it does mean choosing quality interactions and setting boundaries that protect your energy. Another crucial aspect of your environment is your physical space. Your surroundings have a profound effect on your mood, productivity, and overall mindset. A cluttered, disorganized space can create a sense of chaos and overwhelm, making it difficult to focus or take action. On the other hand, a clean, organized, and inspiring space can help you feel motivated and clear-headed. Invest time in creating an environment that reflects your goals and values. This could mean having a workspace that is tidy and functional, decorating your living area with items that bring you joy, or setting up a dedicated area for meditation or exercise. Every element of your environment should serve your well-being and support your ambitions. Your daily habits are another critical component of your environment, shaping your thoughts and behaviors over time. If you're consistently engaging in habits that drain your energy, such as excessive social media use, poor eating choices, or staying up late, these will directly impact your mindset and performance. On the other hand, if your habits align with your goals, such as morning routines that include exercise, reading, or journaling, these reinforce positive behaviors and set the tone for the rest of your day. Design your environment to support these habits by removing distractions and replacing them with tools that encourage the behaviors you want to develop. Place books that inspire you within easy reach, create reminders of your goals, and set up triggers that signal the start of productive activities. Small changes like placing your workout gear next to your bed or keeping your journal on your nightstand can make a world of difference. The media and information you consume are also integral parts of your environment. The content you engage with shapes your mindset and outlook. If you're constantly consuming news that's filled with negativity, drama, and fear, it's easy to feel stressed, anxious, or defeated. Instead, choose media that motivates you, educates you, and encourages you to grow. Listen to podcasts, watch videos, and read books that align with your values and inspire you to take action. Surround yourself with content that feeds your mind with positive and empowering ideas. This will not only uplift your mood, but will also equip you with new perspectives and ideas that can help you tackle challenges and seize opportunities. Your environment also includes the communities and groups you choose to be part of. Whether it's a professional network, a local sports team, a spiritual group, or an online community, being part of a supportive and like-minded group can provide motivation, encouragement, and valuable connections. It's important to assess whether the groups you're involved in are helping you move forward or holding you back. If you find yourself in a group that promotes a negative or toxic culture, it may be time to reevaluate your participation. Seek out groups that align with your interests, values, and goals. The power of collective energy and shared purpose can be transformative and can push you to achieve more than you could on your own. Finally, pay attention to the energy of the places you spend time in. Certain places may make you feel relaxed, inspired, or energized, while others may feel draining or stressful. This is especially relevant if you work in an office, a co-working space, or a home environment that may not be conducive to your well-being. Pay attention to how different environments make you feel and make choices accordingly. If a certain place feels unmotivating or stressful, consider changing it or adding elements that uplift your spirit, such as plants, calming colors, or music. Your environment should be an asset, not a liability. Understanding and curating your environment is a powerful practice. Your surroundings are more than just backdrops to your life, they are active players in your journey. By choosing who and what surrounds you, from the people you interact with to the content you consume, you create a space that either supports or hinders your growth. Design your environment with intention, and you'll find that achieving your goals becomes easier, more natural, and more rewarding. Self-belief is the cornerstone of any successful endeavor. Without a solid belief in yourself, even the most strategic plans and relentless efforts can falter. The journey to achieving your goals is filled with challenges, doubts, and obstacles, but the one thing that can keep you moving forward is an unshakable belief in your own abilities. This belief isn't something that magically appears, it must be cultivated and nurtured over time. To build this kind of confidence, you need to understand that self-belief is not the absence of doubt, but the ability to move forward despite it. One of the key ways to cultivate self-belief is to acknowledge your past achievements, no matter how small they may seem. Every victory, every time you overcame an obstacle, is evidence that you have what it takes to succeed. Start keeping a journal of your successes, including challenges you faced and how you overcame them. Reflect on these moments regularly to remind yourself of your capabilities. This practice helps shift your focus from your perceived failures and weaknesses to your proven strengths and resilience. When you face new challenges, you can look back on your past achievements as proof that you are capable of handling whatever comes your way. Another important aspect of developing belief in yourself is setting realistic and achievable goals. When you set goals that are too ambitious or unattainable, the constant feeling of failure can erode your confidence. Break down your larger objectives into smaller, more manageable steps. Each time you accomplish one of these smaller goals, you reinforce your belief in your ability to succeed. It's not about achieving perfection, it's about making progress. These incremental victories build a foundation of trust in your abilities and create a positive feedback loop where success breeds more success. To cultivate unshakable belief, it's also essential to challenge negative self-talk and replace it with empowering thoughts. Many people struggle with an inner critic that constantly reminds them of their limitations. This inner voice might say things like, "You're not good enough," or "You'll never succeed." The key is to recognize when this voice is taking over and consciously choose to counter it with positive affirmations and constructive self-talk. Instead of saying, "I can't do this," reframe it to, "I am capable of learning and growing through this." Repeating affirmations that focus on your strengths and potential can gradually reshape your mindset and increase your self-confidence. Visualization is a powerful tool for strengthening belief in yourself. Spend time each day imagining yourself successfully achieving your goals. Close your eyes and visualize every detail of the process, the steps you take, the obstacles you overcome, and the feelings you experience when you finally reach your goal. This exercise helps your mind to build a roadmap of success and primes you to take the actions needed to make it a reality. The brain often cannot distinguish between vivid imagination and real-life experience, so when you visualize your success, you train your mind to believe it is possible and natural for you to achieve it. Surrounding yourself with positive influences is another vital step in building self-belief. The people you spend time with can either uplift you or bring you down. Choose to surround yourself with those who inspire and support you. Seek out mentors and peers who believe in your potential and push you to be your best. Positive reinforcement and encouragement from others can be powerful motivators. When you're in the company of people who believe in you, their energy and confidence can rub off on you, reinforcing your own belief in your abilities. Taking action, even in the face of fear or doubt, is crucial for reinforcing self-belief. It's common for people to procrastinate or hesitate because they're afraid of failure or making mistakes. However, the act of taking action builds confidence. When you take even small steps forward, you prove to yourself that you are capable of moving towards your goals. Each step, regardless of the outcome, is a win because it pushes you closer to your vision and reinforces your belief in your ability to handle whatever comes next. Action breeds momentum, and momentum breeds belief. Learning to embrace imperfection is another key component. The pursuit of perfection is a surefire way to undermine your confidence. Instead, focus on progress and growth. Recognize that mistakes and failures are not signs of inadequacy, but opportunities to learn and improve. When you accept that you don't have to be perfect to succeed, you free yourself from the paralyzing fear of failure and make it easier to take action. The most successful people understand that they are not flawless and that their flaws do not define their worth. They learn from their mistakes, make adjustments, and continue moving forward with renewed determination. Lastly, remember, building unshakable belief in yourself is an ongoing process. It's natural to have moments of doubt and insecurity, but don't let those moments define you. Each time doubt creeps in, remind yourself of your strengths, recall your past successes, and affirm your potential. Practice gratitude for the progress you've made and use it as fuel to push forward. Your belief in yourself is the driving force behind your success, so nurture it, protect it, and let it guide you through every challenge and triumph.